Hello everybody, welcome back to some Borderlands. We are in Krom's Canyon, obviously to deal with Krom himself, but we also need to pick up canned skag meat for Earl and kill this Reaver character who murdered his own father in order to become a part of Krom's gang. So that's why we are heading to the right first. Because Reaver and I do believe the dog food is supposed to be over there too, but I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that it's just going to be like drops from enemies and not something I actually have to find. But it's not like it would be that big of a deal. But I do have to look for it. But I noticed on the map that this section over here seems to be disconnected from the rest of the area. So I'm curious what they've got up here. Doesn't seem to be any enemies. So I can't imagine that it's a lot. I do believe that is the... That's going to be the kit we need for Claptrap, isn't it? And it's right here. And I can't pick it up and take it with me. Ugh. 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 Anyway. Well, let's get over there, I guess. Let's see. Enemies up top. Yep. Now, there we go. Oh, and as per usual, instant fucking movement. Even with my increased bullet velocity from my skill there, apparently they are still faster than a bullet. Which is impressive, to say the least. Well, maybe it wasn't. Because, I mean, this is basically the same toolbox I saw up there. So maybe that isn't the Claptrap one. The repair kit for the Claptrap. I mean, it still could be. I really hope it's not. Let's see, where is the Claptrap? Okay, so odds are this is where we come down. So if the Claptrap is there, it looks like we go up, and then we go around. So if I had to guess, I'd say the repair kit would probably be over here, but just based on previous experience with them. Although it could be just a little bit, well, I don't know. If that boat is there... Okay, that's not an actual thing we can get up to though, so... That pile must be below the ground. Alright. We are well past what I remember of this game. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. I think I saw another something pop up there. See, that isn't doing much damage to my shield. They're shooty things. But I mean, was it just like, does the queen do shock damage or something? Because when the queen hit me with their little ranged attacks there, it just fucking destroyed my vehicle basically outright. So like, I don't know if it just... something that the queen herself is different, like maybe she does shock damage and the regular soldiers don't, but I'd still like to know why what it is they do that just apparently destroys a vehicle. Because whatever it is, it's fucking effective. Damn it. Okay, what the fuck? why the hell it's not. I don't know. Weird's happening with my aim here. Let's see. Yeah, so that must be where we drop down once we finished off Reaver, because he seems to be the boss of this section anyway, just based on his placement. What a barrel. Hey, my shotgun proficiency went up. Nice. Okay, so if it's bandits, I mean, I guess it would still be bandits this way as well, but always good to check, you never know. Never know when they might put a chest down one path and not the other.
You're gonna pay for that!
Man, they sure seem to die in a lot of pain when they get set on fire by a bullet. Alright. Oh, what is this? Oh, there's the dog food, or at least one of them. Alright, so that should be easy enough to find. It also seems like this way was a dead end. So I'm wondering if maybe there's more dog food this way or something. See, whenever developers do something like this, it kind of always makes me question why. Like, they have this area, they have it laid out, and then they just have this random dead end with nothing in it. Like, I don't know, it just seems weird to me that they didn't do something with it, you know? Throw a chest down there, throw something. I mean, technically, I guess they did have two lootable objects, but I mean...
You don't want to be here! Goddamn hurts!
Oh, I hear that. Let's go. You didn't take much damage from those barrels that I blew up next to you, but I guess they may not have been super close to you. God, my fucking shoulder. Like, I don't know if I did something this morning at work or what, but my fucking shoulder has been absolutely killing me like all day. I say my shoulder. It's been more or less the upper part of my right arm. Sometimes it's my elbow, sometimes it's my shoulder, sometimes it's my neck. Ow. What the hell are you running to? And that grenade didn't look like it came from you. So that was weird. I also shouldn't be standing right next to that barrel for sure. Really? But yeah, I don't know what the fuck's been up with my shoulder today. Not a badass. If only I could repeatedly get critical hits at this man. How are you on fire? I don't think I even shot you.
Really good at this.
Enough with the long range shotguns, man. It doesn't work. Oh. I will say, I'm also recording this rather late on on Friday, because I only got, well, the last two videos that came out this week are the only ones that I got recorded this week, Not really sure why. I probably had time to do more, but I didn't. So I'm doing them now because I'm hoping that I can get a couple extra done tomorrow because I'm starting a new job next week, which means that starting next week my videos may end up being a little shorter or a little more sporadic, maybe not every day. It all depends on how it goes. Never done this type of job before, so. And technically I'm doing the training for it on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so I mean, but yeah, I just had to pick up a part-time job to go with my full-time job because my full-time job pays me shit, but at least it's steady and consistent. But I need a little bit extra money, so part-time job. If it goes well, I can hopefully do it full-time, but until then, I have my options. I can work from 15 to 40 hours a week to my discretion, and it's up to my discretion at least to some degree. I'm not 100% sure how much control I have over that. Oh, look at that. And it is, in fact, behind us, as per usual. But I'm hoping that I have enough control over it that I can still easily continue to do my videos while doing both jobs. But as this job, if you want to call it that, I don't make any money from it. Obviously, if I need to choose between the three of them, I will in fact be giving who?
Got him down!
Who the fuck are you? I mean, I was down here. That's weird. But yeah. So, like I said, just be forewarned, I guess, that my videos may be, or the amount of my videos, either number of or length of, may be changing soon, or maybe changing starting next week. But like I said, I'll try. Hopefully I can keep it going, because despite not making any money from it, I do enjoy doing these videos, and I have absolutely no idea how the fuck to get over. I can't just like shoot it, right? Yeah, it would be too easy. Maybe I can get up there from over there. It doesn't really look like it, but maybe. Also, I've decided that once we're done this game, I won't be immediately going into another Borderlands. Because I feel like if I do try and do, well, 4 Borderlands games in a row, I'm just gonna get really sick of them and not want to do them. Where are you aiming? Shotgun? But yeah, because if I do try and do 4 Borderlands in a row, at the very least, like at best, by the fourth one, which will be Borderlands 3, no matter which order I decide to do them in. Um, I'm not gonna want to, and apparently Borderlands 3 is the worst of the bunch. So I mean, being the least motivated to play the worst game obviously isn't going to, or the worst in the series obviously isn't going to be very conducive to good commentary or gameplay. And considering that I've never played Borderlands 3, that would be a real shame. But thankfully, to go along with the $40 for however many games I got with this, with the Borderlands collection that I bought, I also picked up the Batman trilogy, the Arkham trilogy, all but Origins, which I don't have. So I figure we'll do Borderlands and then Batman, and that should also not only give me a break from both games, they also have very different play styles, or gameplay, which should also help, you know? Because then I'm not just playing shooters, I'm not just playing stealth melee combat, you know? It'll give me a nice
I'll lead the way.
A nice mix. Yeah, where are you going, dude? Like, are you actually gonna take me somewhere, or? Oh.
The box is awaiting your attention.
Thanks.
Look at all this stuff.
What do we get? Got an SMG. No, and a sniper. Or nope, not a sniper, just a gun. A rifle. And no. But thanks anyway, Claptrap. Alright. 7 more for that. Wow. And now that we leveled up again, the quests in here are trivial. Oh, we're level 29. I wonder if we can do the arena now. Because what were those guys? Level 31? Only 2 levels higher than us. It shouldn't be that bad. But then again, they were 3 levels and 1 shot me basically. So. That was a kind of a delayed reaction on the shotgun dude there. He fired and then, you know, took a minute before being blown backwards. Must have had some weird shock absorbers in that shotgun. Okay, well that's obviously where Reaver is. Either or, yeah. But we still need more dog food. Still need 3 more dog food. I've been keeping my eyes open, but it wouldn't surprise me if I missed them. They're not... They blend in fairly well. Alright. Well, it doesn't look like there's any here. I should check that. Rolling too badly. Oh, well, it does show down there. So that's either the next can, and I haven't actually missed anything. I'll just leave it on that one. It's gotta be, right? Because that would be a... Because that would be like a weird place to put... Oh, my submachine gun proficiency is level 14. Nice. I'm, still not 100% sure what that does. I don't remember, and I haven't bothered to look. Once these guys are dead, maybe I'll look. Oh yeah, look at that. It does just straight up show where the next one is. It's not just a search zone, so that's nice. Good lord. How many fucking fuckers are back there.
I'm gonna kill you!
Are you? I mean, you managed to break my shield, I'll give you that. But that's about all you managed.
Take 'em out!
Oh, God. Okay, you guys done now? But yeah, and surprisingly enough, Batman in this game will actually coincide rather well because we're playing this game, which I have perfected. Granted, it's been a while, but you know, I did beat it. I got all the achievements in it when I did and whatnot, right? And then once this is over, we'll be playing Arkham Asylum, which, once again, it's been a while, but I beat it. I can't say that I 100%ed it because there was a bunch of kind of bullshit achievements. I don't remember exactly. Oh, there's. I remember that there's
Wait, that was it? It's dead?
I know that there's one that I never got in Batman. Reaver's Edge, eh? And it's corrosive. 106. Oh wow, way less damage. Like way less. Oh, that's it. Yep. But yeah, there's one where you have to, in a single combo, so you can't be hit. There can't be too much time in between you hitting the bad guys, but you have to use every gadget once or something, I want to say. Which is fucking insane, because not only...
Let's see what we've got.
And the insane part isn't even like the don't get hit during the combo part. That's not the hard part, really. The hard part is a couple of the things are rather difficult to use in mid-combat. Come on, get your arse down there. This is the right way, right? Are kind of hard to use mid-combat, and there's like only like, I want to say that like basically if you're gonna go for it, you more or less need to do it, I think, in one of the challenge maps. Because there's in like, I think you can do it in the main game, but there's only like 1 or 2 fights with enough enemies to even survive long enough for you to use everything. Because yeah, they'll die. Like, shockingly enough, when you're beating the crap out of people and not taking any damage yourself, you know, they tend to drop rather quickly.
All right, boys, take 'em out.
And it just was one of those things that's like, it's not worth it for me to get, because it'll just ruin my experience with the game. And then I want to say, along with those challenge cards, one of the achievements was to get a gold rank in all of them. And a lot of them were like, I think there was like a bunch of combat ones, and you needed to like do a certain amount of if your combo needed to get high enough or something. I don't remember exactly, but once again, it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, mercenary, no, worse one. Whereas one of those ones where like I looked at it, it's like, I might be able to do it if I really go for it, but I'm not gonna have fun doing it, so I'm not gonna bother because I enjoyed the game, you know. Just one of those things where it's like, I could go for all the achievements, but then I'm not gonna like the game, because my final memories of the game will be just annoyance, pain, and suffering. And it's just like, no, I'd rather my last memories of the game be, you know, happy fun times while breaking the bones of criminals. So yeah, I'll still probably go for more or less the same achievements that I got, because since this is like the Arkham. Oh, what the fuck? Did I just like fall through something there? Because it's like the Return to Arkham collection, so I imagine that it's because I think that, yeah, those were on the 360, right? The Arkham games. But anyway, oh my fuck. It did it again. What the fuck is happening here? Why do I keep getting, like, flung off the fucking walkway? Like, was I falling in, like, that tiny ass crack? Good lord. But anyway, so, like, you know, and then we'll probably do the pre-sequel after that, which, I played but never finished. I say probably. We may still do Borderlands 2 before the pre-sequel. I'm currently leaning towards pre-sequel first and doing it in the order that the story happens, rather than the order they were released, because, you know, a lot of times there's an argument to be made to play the games in release order because, you know, obviously as the games come out, they improve on stuff in that. But having played both Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, I feel like we're probably pretty safe in that. The Borderlands games don't change a huge amount in between them. I mean, well, I mean 1 to 2 changed quite a bit, but 2 to pre-sequel, other than story, obviously, didn't have that much different. I mean, the pre-sequel had oxygen and, like, the moon gravity and whatnot, but I mean, it's still more or less the same game. It's still not like a huge jump. But anyway, it's a game that I played through part way but never finished. Like I said, we'll go over that when we get to the part that prevented me. Well, I say prevented me from finishing it. I mean, like I said, when we get there, you'll find out it's a really dumb reason why I never finished it. Or why I stopped where I did. And then we'll be going to Arkham City, which is a game that's right, I played through but never finished. So I feel like that syncs up nicely as well. Unfortunately, at that point, the sync kind of stops because Borderlands 2 I've also beaten, but Arkham Knight I've never played. But at the same time, it then kind of half syncs up because while I did 100% Borderlands 2 and never played Arkham Knight, I also, after Arkham Knight, we would then switch to Borderlands 3, which I've also never played. So, I mean, Borderlands 2 is going to be like the real odd one out in that situation, but so weird. Like, I'm just looking at the map and it almost looks like I should be connected somewhere else, but I'm just going to go back to the beginning and drop down and come at it from another way just to, like, explore a bit more. But yeah, I think that syncs up at least somewhat nicely. Like I said, Borderlands 2 kind of ruins it, but thankfully it's the best game. So, I mean, or the best Borderlands game. Well, I mean, once again, I can't really say, you know, my opinion on the best Borderlands game can't count for too much, because, you know, like I said, I finished the first one, I finished the second one, I never finished the pre-sequel, and I never touched the third. So it's like, you know, like, should I have a say in what's the best one? Sure. I mean, it's obviously going to be opinionated, but at the same time, you got to take it with that little bit of salt that, you know, I never actually finished all of the games, so. And then I guess they also have Tiny Tina's Wonderland out now, but I don't know.
You looking to get?
I don't know if I doubt many people would count that as a Borderlands game. Probably just see it as like a Borderlands themed game.
Yes, feel it.
You're gonna drop a gun. Sure did. Alright. I really don't remember Krom, but didn't they say something about a flint as well? Because you fight a Captain Flint in Borderlands 2. He's like one of the... Is he the first? Well, I don't know. It depends on what you consider a boss. I think that Flint would probably be what most people consider like the first like boss, you know? Like there is... Well, no, I guess Boom and Bume would probably be the first boss. I forgot about them. Flint would probably be the first big boss, though. Because Boom and Bume are the first two that actually gets like a boss intro, I think. I don't think that the first like mini boss type dude that you fight gets an intro. I think he's just kind of... Although he's not spawned in, like he does show up, but I'm not sure. I don't think he gets like an intro at all, whereas Boom and Bume do. But yeah, like Captain Flint, you definitely fight in Borderlands 2 anyway, because I remember that fight. It's a cool fight. I like the bosses in Borderlands 2. I mean, there's still bosses in a shooting game, so I mean, there's still only so much to them, because there's realistically only so much you can do with a game about guns when it comes to bosses, which is why whenever I like am interested in a shooting game and I watch reviews for it, I put very little stock in when they bitch about, it's like, oh, the bosses are just, you know, bullet sponge enemies. Like, what the hell game was that? It was one that I didn't really have an interest in, but I watched the review anyway. Maybe The Division? I don't know. It was some game anywhere where they were bitching that, like, oh, the final boss is an attack helicopter and that's it. It's like, okay. It's a semi-realistic shoot 'em up. I mean, like, shooter. Like, what do you expect the bosses to be? Like, they're not going to whip out a zombie in the middle of a military, well, military-esque style shooter, you know? Oh, the shotgun's dead. See, I thought that I saw a burning psycho somewhere. But yeah, and it's like, yeah, of course, you know, like when I'm playing like Ghost Recon, which I keep having the urge to play again, but then I never turn it on. So the urge remains. Breakpoint, by the way, if you're wondering. Like playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint, you know, I would be super annoyed if in that game all of a sudden it was like, and then you're fighting a dragon, and it's like, excuse me, but why? Like, are the bosses like impressive or important or, you know, interesting in any way? Yeah, sure. They're interesting because of the character and whatnot, you know. Are they mechanically interesting? No, it's you know, shoot the guy until he's dead. It's a shooting game. That's what everything is. Everything is shoot the guy until he's dead. Keep running into fucking weird like invisible walls and shit. No, there we go. Oh wow, I killed them both with one shot. Also, what is damaging me? Oh, some dickhead is shooting or throwing shit at me. And I'm moving around because of this weird invisible, like, that seam on the ground is really fucking me over, man.
Really good at this.
And some of these guys aren't even shooting at me. Alright. Well, anyway. If the ground will stop fighting me, I should have an easy time finishing this section. Man, I think I talked about this before. I was watching like Vanilla Puma videos about the games, and in one of the videos he said something about how in Borderlands 1 like the level of the gun doesn't matter as much as it does in the other ones. I think I call bullshit on that.
Mine, and mine.
Because I mean, my guns are level, what were they, 23 to 24. And like this one here is 22 and it's significantly worse. But like, I don't know. I feel like the level matters a huge amount in this game. Like whether or not the level of the guns, I guess I could accept, you know, it's like that the level of the guns doesn't matter as much, but your level definitely does. Cause like level 28, like look at how fast I'm killing these guys here. And when I was level 28 and those badass bruiser guys were 31, they took almost no damage. Like the one that they spawned behind me pretty much one-shotted me with a shotgun. Like level is insane. And I mean, even just going by this, right? Like, look, difficulty normal. It says level 28. I'm one level above it. It says normal. This is 26. That's only 2 levels below me. 3 levels below me. And it's considered trivial. Like, that's how it's like, you're 3 levels higher than you need to be for that quest. Yeah, everything's gonna die immediately. And it's like, okay. Oh, look at that. We actually get a boss cutscene. Wow, they didn't give this guy much personality, did they? Just had him pop a claptrap and give you the good old finger pistol. Am I? Is that really Krom shooting me from way over there?
You lost?
No, are you?
All right, boys.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, Krom's turret, look at that. Did Krom just... Yeah, I think Krom just won. Oh, nope, there we go, I did get out. Alright, well... If he's gonna sit up on his turret... and blast away at me... It seems only fair... that I basically try not to let him. Oh god, get a battle.
What do I keep you around for?
Thanks.
Try this on for size.
Oh, really? Goodbye, Krom. Oh, good lord, the fucking ground's fighting me here as well.
You found
And
another piece of the key without my help. Or did you?
Be mine.
I'm always watching you, friend. Be careful. Others are starting to see their own opportunity.
Alright, well... May not have been the best of plans. It may have been better for me to actually hold back, or hang back and snipe at him. I kind of expected that once I got up here he would... Oh, light revolution, eh? Doesn't... I mean, it's also only level 19. Good lord. No wonder it doesn't look very good. I kind of expected, though, once I got up there for him to, like, you know, get off the turret. I am glad that one psycho followed me all the way up there, though. Let me have that second wind. Actually win the fight instead of just going down right there like a chump. But yeah, I really expected him to get off the turret once I got up to him instead of trying to fight me on that, but...
Get out of here, asshole!
Look, I just killed your boss. Should you really be bad mouthing me. Just lay down, play dead, and once I leave, oh look at that, there's a new boss in town. Granted, if you're the only one who does that, you know, you're not going to have many people to boss around, but you know, can recruit more. At the same time, if too many of you do that, then you're just going to have a problem once you all stand up and claim to be boss. But that's not my problem.
Come closer. It's time for my pound of flesh.
I'm really good at this.
Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can make it to me. You can make it. You can make it. Oh, you made it. Okay, and then up that. That's just a ramp back up to him. I don't think that's an area we're supposed to get up to. So there shouldn't be anything up there. Do you? At what point did I claim to be a hero? Please let me know.
You don't want none of this, Merc.
I mean, you're right, just because there's very little point in it. You're so weak and pathetic, you're not going to provide a challenge, and you're also so weak and pathetic that you're not going to drop anything I really care about. You know? Once again, you're so weak and pathetic, but you're not going to give me much, if any, experience. Oh, there's the ramp. But you're not going to give me much, if any, experience, so... Yeah, you're right, I really don't want any of that. Just not for the reasons you're hoping. Alright, and then we went up that way, so that should be more or less cleared. I think I got everything there. I probably got all the big chests at the very least. And now for the long ass run back. Man, what I wouldn't give for a Zelda style. Oh, you've defeated the boss. Here's a glowing circle to teleport you back to the entrance. That'd be nice. Shops have new inventory. Oh, good. Then when we get back, we can check that, and then we can turn in the quest. I was gonna say that'll be it, and then I remember, you know, we should probably turn these in. Let's see, 3 quests, story quests. Well, nah, I doubt that that'll get us another level. Might, but the quests are also a little bit spread out. Should we turn in? Well, yeah, we should probably turn in Earl's first, because I think he'll have support gunner, firefly, tempest, support. Now, who's shooting at me? Why? I am so far away from you. Like, just why?
You can't ever be too rich, too good looking, or too well armed.
And that isn't even like a why, like why are you bothering? Although, you know, also at that range, why are you bothering? But it's also like, at the underpass. That's weird. A, game, why are you bothering, you know? Like, why are you having them aggro on me from that distance? It's very weird that that's... Good. The fuck? Blowing shit up behind me. Alright, Earl.
What you want?
With an almost feral look in his eye, Earl snatches the cans of food. He wrestles one of them open, grabs a spoon, and begins eating the contents cold. It's obvious that he's forgotten you were ever here.
What you want?
Alright, and I guess he does. I could have swore that we got a quest to get him a dog. Or to bring him a skag of some kind, but either I'm misremembering or it's in one of the other games, but I know in Borderlands 2 he's in the city. And he's probably in the pre-sequel, but I don't know where. I don't remember ever seeing him. I don't think that there's skags in the pre-sequel, so I mean, I guess there's the off chance he was in Tales from the Borderlands, because I did play those. But that seems unlikely from the image that's in my head of what I remember happening. Oh wow, they actually sell fucking legendaries at times. Well, only it was a good one. Jed joined the bandits, took the name Reaver, then murdered his own father. Then you killed Jed? Well, that's a lot more horrible than I'd imagined. I'm in shock, I think. Here's your payment with a little extra for going above and beyond what I asked for. I guess it's all for the best, but please never contact me again. That's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. What do you got? Heavy gunner, tactician, skirmisher. Alright, well, let's go turn in the last quest we have finished. And then, I was going to say tomorrow. For me, it'll be tomorrow. Because there's no way that I'm recording another video tonight. I'm already... I mean, I probably won't be going to bed right away, but at the same time, I am already pretty tired, so...
Don't be shy now, come on! Catch a ride! Hey, let's get you rolling, man!
Let's get some wheels.
Oh, right, we gotta take the key piece back to Tavis. That's where we're going. Oh, fuck. Man, I am shocked that it took me that long to yawn in this part. Because I think she's gonna send us after the Rack Hive next, actually, I think. At the very least, I know that she hasn't sent us after it yet, so... It's potentially the next thing that she sends us after.
Yes, feel it.
And that fucking auto aim at times, man. It really doesn't like to target what you're looking at. It just seems to target sometimes whatever the fuck is closer. Like, I want to shoot that thing over there. It's like, no, you want to aim directly at your feet. It's like, but I don't. And the game's just like, shh, I know better than you. No. At all of them? Well, I mean, there's probably still a couple hanging at that other part way down there, but I don't need to worry about them.
What can you do for me?
This artifact fixed together with the one you brought me earlier, like puzzle pieces. I've seen other Iridian artifacts that work like these. Apparently those aliens really like puzzles. Once all the pieces are brought together, the object activates. You should find more pieces like this one so we can put them together. Ah, Janistown. Okay. I'm reading traces of Iridian artifact activity out at the Trash Coast, so we're going there next. It's across the drawbridges, so talk to one of the claptraps there. Pierce has already given you the necessary credentials. Okay. It's a little shady, but I've arranged for a meeting with with a bandit named Taylor Cobb. The bandits of Janistown control access to the Trash Coast, but he says he can get us in.
We'll speak again.
I'm sure we will. Okay, so I want to say there was maybe it was one of Earl's quests. That you needed to do a Jamestown quest first before you'd unlocked, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll go pick up the other quests first.
You killed the ugly one. I asked Pierce to give you Class A clearance, and she declined, so I stole her robotic arm until she'd give it to you. You should have little trouble moving forward. Are we friends? I think I would enjoy that.
I mean, I guess. I don't see why not. Like,
Hey, this is where the cars land. Get you one.
alright, so the middle of nowhere board. We'll go and grab that first. Those drawbridges must be the ones that we need to lower to get to the trash coast. Did we have a... Nope. For some reason I thought we already had a quest to go to the trash coast, but I guess not. Well, while we're here, I guess.
400% more. Awesome.
Fearsome volcano.
Torque doesn't make their guns out of freaking wood.
Pele demands a sacrifice only of one weapon
New
zoom.
missions available at the Middle of Nowhere Bounty Board.
277. What's my current sniper? 283. And a 200% crit damage. This one doesn't show any crit damage. But hang on. Let's see. Borderlands. Fearsome volcano. Pele demands sacrifice, yes. Legendary sniper rifle. Incendiary ×4. Large. Okay, so then when it procs, it does like a big fireball. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, alright. I mean, it's not horrible, but it seems to basically be the same as the gun that I already have, except worse. Because, I mean, it has a better fire rate, and that's it. Now, the fact that it's there is cool, but, I mean, it does not actually seem to be better. Oh, that is... Oh, elemental effect chance goes up with this one. That's not horrible. But it's still only 32% damage. Whereas mine's 48. So, I mean... 223, and I want to say that Quicksilver's only... Or no, Quicksilver's that one. Right, and then Girl Power's that one, and I can't remember what the third one was, but we don't have it either, I don't think. Quicksilver, High Velocity. Oh no, High Velocity is the one I'm doing right now, right? Yeah, it is. Alright, well, let's see what we got. Alter Ego. Okay, you know Old Lynn Abbey up on the Overlook? That place has been abandoned since we pulled out of Old Haven, but some bandits recently took the place over and are now, I don't know that word, proselytizing and handing out pamphlets to anyone who will listen. I doubt those nut jobs have really found religion. We need to grab some of those pamphlets and find out what they're up to. Okay. Given the plant growth I've observed outside of New Haven, I suspect there is a component in the sulfur springs which acts as fertilizer for Pandora's native flora. To test my theory, I need samples both from the retching seeps and the fetid cauldron. I do it myself, but each location is guarded by a nasty spider ant. Eliminate these nuisances and I'll be able to conduct further tests without the need for assistance. Okay. That seems to be pretty much, yeah, all in the east so far. So let's go see what Helena has to give us. And then that should be good for our part. I mean, I'll check the time before I before I actually shut it down.
Hello
just
again.
to see.
Happenings outside of New Haven are not my concern.
See, now that the yeah, thanks. That's who I'm talking to, Claptrap. Now that the bridges are open, we've noticed 4 columns of smoke rising from Old Haven. We believe these are bandit distress calls, since they don't have free access to EchoNet. It could be a trap, but we can't risk ignoring a problem that's worse than the bandits themselves. I'm offering a reward to anyone who will scout Old Haven and find out what's going on. This might be where we come across the Crimson Lance guys. While Dahl still maintains a strong presence on Pandora, they operated 2 interplanetary beacons. Used by interstellar craft for navigation and communication. Recently, bandits have taken up residence around the beacon stations, shutting them down in the process. Somebody needs to get out there and clean the bandit infestation out of those stations and reactivate the beacons. I may know where one of those are. Let's see. Old Haven. Rust comes east, and then we still have the Circle of Slaughter, which I do want to... Since it's the last one in the west, I kind of want to take another crack at it first. Unfortunately, we do not have enough time to do that right now, because it is basically an hour now. But we'll start on that next time. We'll head out to the arena and see if we can win this time. I mean, we're now level 29 instead of 27, 28, 27, I want to say. Maybe it was 28. We only gained 1 level, but that I feel is going to be hopefully enough. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.